Hello you all, welcome back to another video. My name is Ray Sean. For those of you who don't know me, people call me Ray. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite foundations, why I like these foundations, the consistency, the longevity of them. And yeah, so these are my more like high-end foundations. So I'm going to go over them with you all on today. So if you want to see my top 5 favorite foundations, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a video, and stay tuned. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So starting off with the very first foundation, which comes to no surprise, is my Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. So this is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. This foundation is amazing. I love this foundation. Mine does come in the shade Hot Fudge. This basically gives you a nice full coverage look. When I say full coverage, I don't mean like it looks cakey or it looks heavy on the skin or your skin can't breathe. This foundation is lightweight. It gives you full coverage but without the heaviness, or without the feel of the heaviness. It definitely looks luxe. It's such a beautiful build. It's the perfect stick foundation. Now, I'm not always into stick foundations. I think the only stick foundations besides this that I've ever tried in my life are the Black Opal stick foundations, and I think that that's it. So this foundation is just amazing. It is top tier. That is why it is #1 on my list. But this is just a beautiful foundation. You do get a lot of product in here. I have used this for quite some time, but it doesn't run out super fast. So I really like this. If you were on the fence about getting it, you definitely should. It just looks great. Don't think that, oh, because it is a stick, that you're not going to get the same amount. I think that this one has 0.44 ounces. It is 12.5 grams. So you do get less in here. But because it is a stick, you use less, if that makes sense. If this was a pump, you would use more. So I just really like this foundation. If I can get another one of these, I really would get another one because I like it that much. So next, my favorite foundation from the same brand, of course, is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Cream Foundation. Now, this one is the original one that has the scent to it. And also this one is in Hot Fudge as well. I like this foundation a lot. It gives you great coverage. It builds up beautifully on the skin. It lasts a long time. Even when your oil starts seeping through, it gives you this nice glow. You've had your makeup like start to get oily, but it looks good. That is this foundation. I like this foundation so much, and it takes a while for it to get oily. Now, my coworker actually hit me to, with my friend, I know, she hit me to this foundation. She used to wear it all the time, but she had oily skin. But every time, if her skin was oily, it just looked good in my opinion. Rain, turn it down. Now, I did also end up picking up the Huda Beauty Full Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. I don't use this one as much because I really like this formula still. I like this formula better. I'm going to try this out again. I may have used this maybe 2 times. That's it. I do like both of them, but I still like the original one better. It is my favorite foundation. I believe they did discontinue this, but I love it so much. I just have to try this again. I'm a creature of habit, so I kind of use the same thing. But I love the Huda Beauty complexion products. They are amazing. Both of these are in the shade Hot Fudge, buildable, beautiful, and I just love them so much. Now, this one says the luminous matte. This doesn't even say matte, but this is kind of matte on the skin. If you know, you know. My next foundation, which I use, and I don't use it a lot. I try to use it sparingly. I don't just use it because I'm in the house. But this foundation is beautiful. It is flawless. It is amazing. It leaves my skin looking like skin, but better. It is beautiful. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is it. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation. Mine is in the shade called 16 Neutral. This foundation is so pretty on the skin. If you haven't watched my tutorials with me using it, if you see it, then you would know what I'm talking about. It just looks beautiful. It looks flawless. It is a perfect color for me, though it's neutral. If you have texture, it will go over texture well. It's just the most beautiful foundation like ever, aside of the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation and Cream Foundation. This is just the bomb. It gives you a nice medium to full coverage. I want to say you can wear it light as well, depending on how much you put on. This foundation will leave your skin literally flawless, as the name states. Flawless finish. It is just beautiful. I love this foundation. I don't know any other words I can say besides this is my absolute favorite foundation. Again, I've worn this in a few of my makeup tutorials. Get ready with me, so make sure you check that out to see how it looks on my skin. Mine is in the shade 16 Neutral if you are my complexion. I want to talk about a foundation that I absolutely love. Now, when this foundation came out, I was a little on the fence, but once I tried it, I was like, wow, this is really, really good. I used this foundation all 2020. Even once I ran out of it, I was like, I have to give me another one because this foundation held me down during the pandemic, you know? So I like this foundation. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. Now, this foundation is beautiful. Even though it says luminous, it will not give you the look of, so even though it says luminous, it's not going to give you a glowy, it's not going to give you a overly dewy look or an overly luminous look. It's going to give you the perfect amount of glowy to make your skin look healthy. It actually stays on all day. This is how it looks in the shade 560W. This is the foundation I'm wearing today. I haven't worn this foundation in like a few months, but I was like, let me go ahead and use my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation because I forgot how good this was, and this is so beautiful. This is like my second or third time buying this foundation. Like, I love it so much. This is how it looks on the skin. It looks amazing. Lasts a long time. Your skin is not going to be luminous and so oily like you probably run away from it because of that. I love this to give your face a nice, healthy look. This is a perfect foundation to wear in the fall season. So is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Any foundation that's a little bit luminous or kind of whipped and creamy are good for the fall if you have dry skin because they're going to go over texture. It's going to look well in your skin. It's going to make your skin look really healthy. So I love this. So last but not least, I want to talk about another foundation that I really like, and this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Mine is in the shade 450. This foundation is really good. It almost reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation because the texture of the foundations are the same. I feel like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the longevity of it is better, and I also feel like the wear is better as well. So this, I do like this, but I like the Anastasia Luminous one a lot better. This one is hydrating, so it is going to give you more of a luminosity to the skin, more of a like a glow from within kind of a foundation. It's really good. I do like it. It matches my skin tone to a T. I like this foundation a lot. But I would definitely choose the Anastasia Luminous Foundation over this one, but this one still is really good. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 favorite foundations. Again, if you all need a reference, make sure you go back and check out the shades that I called out. But those foundations are really good, beautiful for dark skin. They have a nice range. Now, the one thing I can say about the Charlotte Tilbury foundation is that they do have a bit of a range, but towards the end, it gets a little weird. So 16 Neutral, though I would never really pick a neutral because it's neutral. It's not really golden. It's not really warm, but it is the perfect shade for me. It's not gray at all. So I really like this. I always consider myself like a neutral warm, but this is really nice. So hopefully you're able to find your foundation. Ranges aren't too broad, but they're broad enough if you know what I'm talking about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in my next video. I love you all. Bye.